On today's episode of 1 Minute Reactions, reacting to Overlord Season 2. The last episode hit yesterday and I decided to do a little review about it. If you guys don't know, Overlord is based on the genre of transported to a new world. Unlike most, where they get there and they're the hero, Momonga is transported into his video game and he's definitely not the hero. I can't even classify him as an anti-hero. I think honestly, he may be a fucking villain at this point. He was transformed into his avatar, which just happened to be an undead character, losing basically most of his emotions at this point. Except, you know, the extreme base desires like lust or anger, jealousy, something like that. So when it comes to treating humans certain ways, definitely not hero material. Definitely not hero material. Anyway, season 1 introduced us to the theme and to the characters and gives us the overall goal of taking over this new world. Season 2 seems to have taken its first step towards that goal with the occupation of the Lizardman territory. First couple episodes has basically just the entire Lizardmen as the theme. They're using this underdeveloped civilization as basically a test. Not only that, it'll create a foothold in the area. Lizardmen do have some power, so it's basically, I see him using them as an army, worst comes to worst. I honestly think that this is one of the main reasons I think that you can never call Momonga a hero, an anti-hero. I mean, I think he's a fucking villain because of this. The only reason he has a stronghold in the Lizardmen territory is because of pure manipulation, and he just went in there and started destroying fucking everybody. That being said though, he does own this area now, so he decides to move on to the human area and he's going after the royal capital, but it seems that he wants to do this as the raven black cladded adamant adventurer Momon. Although the rest of the season mostly features like Sebes, the head butler of Nazarick, and his affinity for trying to save the weak. You can tell that shit is going on in the background. Demiurge is doing some plotting, Momon's doing some plotting, and it all comes to a culmination. Basically, this group of villains takes out this world's group of villains called the Eight Fingers, who are basically slave traders, drug peddlers, assassins. They basically get wiped out in an instant in this whole season. We are introduced to adamantium class heroes, the princess, the prince, their cousins. I mean, we get introduced to a lot of characters and it seems to lift off at a cliffhanger where we found someone who quote unquote could do the same tier magic as Ainz Ungon, and the current ruler of the area has an interest in him as well as the black adventurer Momon. So I mean, this definitely sets up another season. So I personally like this series. It's a little different take on the transported to a new world theme. So I mean, and leaving off in a cliffhanger, it definitely, I really can't wait for future episodes.
いや、すまないが離れてくれないか。
出れなくても。
おーい、生きてるか。
みんな、モモン様、皆に勝利を。
恥ずかしいな。
これは最も武功を挙げた者がしなくてはならないことですよ。
はあ、そうだな。するべきだな。